Today we're at the 42nd annual Toy Train Show at Utica, New York's Union Station. I've been here many times before. I took you with me last year and I'm going to vlog it again this year. So let's get going. My name is Jonathan and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynn, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are a bit different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynn life. Okay, walking towards the station now. This is a beautiful, old, restored train station. This is part of the allure of going to this train show. It's all in this beautiful station. It's also very cold today. It's about 18, 19 degrees, which is typical this time of year in January, but I still don't like it, and I'm looking forward to getting inside where it's warm and seeing some of this train stuff. Well, we're inside where it's warm, and the show uses the entire waiting room, which is about 15,000 square feet, and it's pretty crowded today. Utica's Union Station was built between 1912 and 1914 as a New York Central Railroad station. The waiting room's 47-foot vaulted ceiling is supported by 34 marble columns. The station's blueprints called for the importing of columns that originally adorned Grand Central Station in New York City. There are 12 large benches in the waiting area, and they're heated by steam pipes and vents incorporated into the benches themselves to keep passengers warm during our cold winter months, and they're still in use today. There's a small switching layout that they have pretty much every year. I see it every year. And it's great because it teaches people how to operate the railroad and maneuver cars around a yard. And I love it when they get kids involved. I love to see kids learning how to operate a model railroad. There's an awful lot to sift through here at this train show. And I'll tell you that at least one of these boxcars will be going home with me today. A large crowd shows me that the model railroading hobby is still going strong. There are a lot of different scales to go through as well. There appears to be a lot of Lionel. As well as, some N, some HO scale. And there's also toys. It's also a toy show as well. So if you're into like Matchbox or Hot Wheel cars, there's a lot of vendors for those as well. But we're here for HO scale trains. As Justin paused through some of the stuff here, we're always looking for something. And there's also a lot of railroad antique stuff. I bought something here last year, but there's a lot to paw through here as well. There's plates and glasses with different road names on them. And then there's these locks that Justin pointed out. If one of them was New York Central, I might have had bought it. There's plenty of railroad lanterns as well. They're a little pricey, but Justin pointed out this one that's New York Central. G-scale trains are cool too. I actually have quite a collection of G-scale trains because I used to operate an outdoor garden railway. And here's a big collection of Matchbox and Hot Wheel cars. This guy was doing great business. This was a crowded area of the show. Now this was fun. It's a model of a UFO that apparently is trying to abduct some of this farmer's livestock, and the farmer is trying to stop the abduction of his cow. This is a lot of fun. Sometimes you have to wait in line to paw through some of this stuff here. And then there's the train doctor, If you buy a locomotive and you're wondering if it works, just bring it there. He'll check it out. If it's minor, he'll even fix it for you.
All right, this is a good show. It's very different than like Syracuse. I can find some like little small items that are really good price. I actually ended up buying some stuff here today, and real bargains. But you gotta really search for it. It's very crowded here. They have those little benches that I showed you, and everybody's kind of jammed up between them, so it's tough you have to sometimes wait for people to clear out. But you can really find some good bargains in a very tight little area. But this is a very good show. I enjoy coming here every year. And it's not, as I mentioned earlier, it's not just trains, it's toys as well. So if you're interested in toys, this is a great place for that as well.
They don't have as many operating model railroads in this show as they do in some others. But they do have some, and that's important because it attracts children. And children are the future of model railroad.
All right, we're outside in the cold again. It was a great show. I picked this as a nice background here. We got an 060 New York Central switcher that's here at the train station. It's a really beautiful train station. You can see there's Justin. This is the backside, and it's functional. This is an actual functional train station. The Amtrak trains go through here regularly. There were announcements. There were actually people in there waiting for their train. But yeah, it's a good show, and I enjoyed it. Now Justin and I are going to go ahead to grab a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. All right, back in the car. It is freezing. Walk over here was a little bit of a breeze. Ooh, my face is frozen. Everything's frozen, and we're going to stop at Dunkin' Donuts and warm up a little bit. Got to get home by 1 o'clock. It's actually January 15th, Sunday, January 15th. And the Bills are on at 1 o'clock. And there were a lot of Buffalo Bills fans in the train show. So I was telling Justin, probably at 1 o'clock, that place will clear out. A lot of vendors had their jerseys on, or a lot of Bills fans. So hopefully by the time that you guys see this, the Bills will be in the second round of the playoffs. So hopefully they squish the fish, as we like to say. If they haven't, the future me is very sad. So hopefully the future me is happy. But I think that's about it. And we'll see you next time on The Lynn Life.